Kevin Stefanski feels like his job may be on the line.
I don't concern myself with outside type of things, but I'm committed to his development, just like all of our rookies. So we'll continue to focus on getting our guys better, and that's what we'll stay committed to, and that's what's important to me.
And so you didn't get this man a fighting chance to compete. He went into a gunfight with 2 knives. He gonna lose that every time.
You know you're going to waive Tyler Huntley. So what good did that 2-minute drive do for him? Was it going to help him? Don't you think Shedeur would have benefited more from a 2-minute drive than Tyler Huntley?
Coach Kevin Stefanski is finally cracking under the pressure. It's clear both he and the Browns are being pushed to make a big decision. After the game, the offensive line that had been protecting Shedeur Sanders when he was on the field was broken up, and some players even had their contracts ripped apart. The backlash has been brutal, forcing Stefanski to explain his controversial call about Shedeur's playing time. Reporters grilled him on why he yanked Shedeur right before the crucial 2-minute drill, a moment many fans felt was tailor-made for the young quarterback to shine. Kevin Stefanski looked rattled, and it's becoming obvious that his plan with Shedeur Sanders has blown up in his face. But before we break down exactly what Stefanski said about this mess, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. The coach's explanation didn't sound confident at all. His shaky tone made it clear the pressure is eating him alive. Trying to defend himself, Stefanski claimed he put Tyler Snoop Huntley in for the final 2 minutes just to get him tuned, a move that fans instantly saw as a weak excuse. Seriously, Kevin Stefanski looked completely shaken while still trying to sell the idea that Snoop Huntley needed those snaps. Let's be real, Huntley was nothing more than an emergency pickup, signed only because injuries piled up. He's a placeholder, and everyone knows he's not making the final roster. Yet Stefanski benched Shedeur Sanders just to throw him in. The tone of Stefanski's voice told the real story. He's frustrated, second-guessing himself, and it's obvious this entire situation is spiraling out of control.
And did you, I'm sure you kind of answered this last night, but why didn't you keep him in for the 2-minute, or why did you decide to take him out?
Yeah, nothing more than decided to give Snoop.
TJ Houshmandzadeh, a former Browns receiver, didn't hold back blasting Kevin Stefanski for how he's treated Shedeur Sanders. He flat out said that in all his years around the Browns, he's never seen a head coach look like he's actively rooting against one of his own players. To Houshmandzadeh, it feels like Stefanski has a personal grudge against Shedeur, and he called the bias glaring. He even warned that if this is really the case, the pressure on the Browns front office to finally fire Stefanski is only going to skyrocket.
The fans gonna be saying, Shedeur our quarterback. Shedeur should be our starter. Shedeur should be the guy that starts game 1, week 1. Look what he did. They didn't want that to happen. And I don't know what's going on with Kevin Stefanski. It's almost as if, and I don't even want to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
And that's exactly what happened. Kevin Stefanski's body language said everything. He looked like a man who knows his job is slipping away. TJ Houshmandzadeh doubled down, reminding everyone this isn't the first time Shedeur Sanders has been treated like this. He pointed out that in the very first preseason game, Shedeur was flawless, but Stefanski refused to give him even the slightest credit. Now, after yesterday's fiasco, it feels like Stefanski is determined to paint Shedeur as the problem. Almost like he's desperate to prove the coaches were right and Shedeur was wrong. TJ even suggested it looks like they set Shedeur up to fail from the very beginning.
Hell, like when he played well the first game, he was so off-putting, like, oh yeah, well, we'll see what happens next. Like, he should, he played great, man. He exceeded our expectations. He didn't say none of that. And so to me, it's as if they want him to fail so they can justify doing what they want to do.
And TJ Houshmandzadeh's take is dead on. Kevin Stefanski's bias was obvious from the very first preseason game. Even though Shedeur Sanders delivered a performance that wowed everyone, Stefanski refused to acknowledge it. Instead, he hid behind vague comments about developing all the quarterbacks, completely brushing off Shedeur's standout showing. It's become crystal clear that Stefanski never had any real interest in letting Shedeur succeed in Cleveland. Now the pressure is crushing Stefanski, who looks determined to shove Shedeur out of town. And the irony is brutal. It's Stefanski himself who may be the one getting run out of Cleveland. The coach who once stubbornly criticized Shedeur Sanders without reason is now backtracking, suddenly claiming he'll focus on developing him. That flip-flop shows just how much pressure Kevin Stefanski is feeling from the fans. And it's not just the fans. Journalists and analysts are tearing into Stefanski's decisions too, with the criticism piling up. Ocho weighed in, arguing that by surrounding Shedeur with offensive players who weren't even roster-worthy, Stefanski basically set him up to fail. Ocho made a cutting point, saying that even a legend like Tom Brady would have struggled with that weak supporting cast. With those kinds of players around him, Shedeur's struggles were practically guaranteed.
What a COVID year, so he gave everybody an extra year if you wanted it.
Understandable. But listen,
what the chat said? The chat believe he took a shot or no?
Let me look in the chat. I ain't even open my phone. Hold on. I'm curious to see what the chat would think. They are saying.
Ocho Cinco also warned that it's only a matter of time before the Browns' paid critics start calling Shedeur Sanders a failure, writing him off as nothing more than a fifth-string quarterback. But he stressed that the real problem, the way Kevin Stefanski deliberately threw Shedeur into a setup for failure, will probably be ignored. Even with the backlash growing louder, Ocho argued this is all part of a calculated effort to drag Shedeur down and damage his future before it even begins. It's obvious that some people care more about tearing Shedeur Sanders down than admitting the real reasons behind his struggles. Ocho Cinco was right about Shedeur being set up to fail, but he was wrong about one thing: Kevin Stefanski and the Browns won't just walk away from this untouched. Fans are demanding accountability and pushing hard for the Browns to fire Stefanski over what they see as blatant discrimination against Shedeur. The pressure is building fast, and it looks like the Browns won't be able to ignore it much longer. Skip Bayless also jumped in, blasting the Browns for their disastrous handling of Shedeur Sanders, calling it the worst possible way to manage a young player. He highlighted a troubling pattern, stressing that Shedeur has been consistently mishandled by both Kevin Stefanski and the entire Browns organization. According to Skip, this isn't just some random mistake. This has been happening over and over. Shedeur has never been given the fair chances or real support he needs to succeed. Instead, the way the team has treated him has only piled on more pressure, making it nearly impossible for him to thrive.
I'm outraged, I'm sickened, and I'm saddened by the way Shedeur continues to be treated in the National Football League, now by those sorry-ass Browns and sorry-ass Kevin Stefanski.
It's clear now that Shedeur Sanders was never given a fair shot. Kevin Stefanski's bias has turned this into a full-blown controversy. Fans, analysts, and former players are all calling him out. The pressure on the Browns is only getting louder by the day. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on this story.